There was an incredible atmosphere. A lot of our guys, coaches, first time in there, and was proud. First media, we're in position to do. We did all right, 11-10, and they were just relentless. They played well, obviously. At halftime, they had 11 assists, 1 turnover, made their threes. They're tough in transition, really all phases of the game. Offensively, I thought they were really good. And we actually did some good things offensively and started the second half. We had some good possessions. I think we're down 14, and Maxime got a nice low post catch, a lefty hook that didn't go in. I think they came down and made a three, which they did a lot. And then we just didn't quite have enough to recover. And we tried, and I think a lot of our guys, younger guys, competed pretty well, but they were just too much and played exceptionally well. Their team, and late in the game when it's Caleb Foster coming in there to play the last 6 minutes when they're up 25. That's tough. He's a good player. Isaiah Evans is a really good player. I don't know how to say Patrick's name, Nagong, but whatever. I know he's a good player. So credit to them, they were really right. They were 23 assists, 5 turnovers. You probably have a handful of those games in your career, and I don't know how to quite process it, but I think our guys, we had made some good efforts, and it's just hard to look at that scoreboard and think that's true, but I do think it is.
You shot 35% from inside the arc. You shot better from three, 12 of 34. And Maxime was particularly challenged inside. He was only 3 of 12 and 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. What made their interior defense so difficult?
I think they brought help from everywhere, and they're also really big, and I think they're one of the top teams, if not the top team in the country defensively around the rim, or their 2-point field goal percentage. So it's hard there. I encourage Maxime. I think he just wore out a little bit in the first half. We had him flying at him a little bit. He pump faked. He got a good drive and a dunk. He had another one drive where even he missed and rebounded his own made shot or missed shot and then got it in there. And we needed more of that second half. And I just think it got away from us, and we weren't able. We're trying to get some low post catches, and I think Flag stripped him on a late double, and those are momentum plays. But I think it's just their physicality, size, and length around there. They're pretty good.
Coach, with Jalen returning back to Cameron being a very emotional return for him, his first single-digit game in the last 9 contests, do you think this was just him pressing the urgency too much, or?
I don't know. I tried to really talk to him. We knew. I mean, this has been 6 months. When he came with us, this was going to be big, and it's hard. I told him the guys at the homecomings, they often it goes one of two ways, and he wanted it badly, and they wanted to make sure they jumped him early and did some things, but he kept competing. He was talking right, and just sometimes wasn't playing well. But I think there's probably added pressure that I've seen it. Like Michael O'Connell's a kid from that's at NC State, came to Stanford, and he's a wonderful kid and a good competitor, and he didn't have his best game against us at Stanford. And he wants to do well. So he'll bounce back, and he's been out, missed 3 games before that, and he's been awesome for us. And I coached a lot of great point guards. And I really looking forward to how he finishes out this season. He's been great for us. So, yeah, I think that goes without saying. I mean, Coach K came down to say hi to him, and they have a good relationship. And I know Coach K was rooting for him to do well and probably Duke win, but he was, it's fair. That's how it should be. I just got to flush it, and he'll bounce back. He's too big a winner. He's just been all year, to be honest. It's just like their forwards are so were tough matchups for us with I don't know, Knoepel, Khan, and Flag. It's like we think Donovan could do a good job, and really our next best was we need you to be able to guard a man to man. He could do it. Those two could do it. Not the others are whether it's Aiden Chisholm, Cam. We had some other guys, and he gave us. He's also just makes winning plays, winning decisions, and he gave us a little life there at the end of the half. He was +5s out there. He tipped out a couple balls and did some things, and just we're kind of at that point we needed some kind of something to stem the tide, something to give us some momentum. Kind of did going to halftime, and we gave up that 2 at the end of the half. That was a bummer. We got him to miss, and then everything matters. I think it would take 14-16, but he did a pretty good job considering the circumstances. I knew he would not both sides of the ball. He was just going to make play to win. You know, he's not always going to go in there and get us 14 points, but he's going to give us some good possessions that way. And kind of was hoping that would trigger something.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
If you need players, we'll do 5-10 minutes outside.